Welcome back. Now it's time we create our Solidity smart contract. Simply go to contract folder. Here you will see a dummy contract which is greater than Sol. We don't need it or we won't do anything to it. Simply create a new file and name it task contract dot sol. And now let's create a new contract. Before that, at the very top, just make sure you include the license and the Solidity version. Then we will create a contract and name it task contract. Now let's start with a new struct, which is task. Our task will have ID, string task text, that is the title of the task, and a boolean is deleted. Then after this struct, let's have an array which will hold all these task struct, which will be a private array, and we will name it task. Then definitely someone will add a task. So we will map task ID to the address of the owner. So we will just write it task to owner. And also we will have some events. That is, our first event will be add task. It will have recipient and task ID. And our second event will be delete task. It will have task ID and a boolean. So let's understand this code again. Events are used to log information in the blockchain. We create a task structure. Solidity allows user to create their own data type in the form of structure. The structure contains a group of elements with a different data type, that is integer, string, boolean, whatever we want. And then we have this task array, which will hold all the tasks which are present in our smart contract. And then we are simply mapping the task ID to the address of the task owner so that we can get or we can search very easily. The next thing we will do is create functions. The first function will be function to add a new task. So just write function add task. It will accept task text, and this is simply is deleted boolean, and make it external. Definitely it will be called from external front end. Then first thing we have to get is the task ID. And simply what we will do is make the length of this array the task ID. So the first will be 0, then it will be 1, and definitely after incrementing, it will be different. Then we will simply push to this task array our new task. Here we will create this task, and since it is asking us ID, we will give task ID here, then task text and is deleted. See, these all we have to send. Then we will map this information in our task to owner mapping, simply writing task to owner, then the task ID, and this belongs to this the message dot sender. Whoever is requesting or this or calling this function, that person's address will be stored. And simply at the very end, we will write we will call the emit event, and the event name is add task. Recipient will be message dot sender, and the task ID is the task ID. This. So this information will be stored in that blockchain. So that's it. I hope you understood this function. This is simply a function called add task. It is accepting task and is deleted value. The visibility is external. As we are not calling this function within this contract, so we have just simply wrote external. Then for the task ID, we just simply make the length, that is at the very beginning, it will be 0. Then once task is been added, the length will be 1, and it will be random always as we are pushing this task inside it. So it will get incremented automatically. And then we are mapping to task to owner, and then finally we are emitting this event. But that's all for this video. In the next video, we will write the other two functionalities, that is the delete task and fetch my task. Thank you.